I want to make love and harmony happen in your life. This is Marlboro Mike. Say hello to the demon. He's out for blood, always at the neck, looking for what to suck and what to kill. He's a killer. Quick update, I've been working on Avatar The Last Airdinkle, the movie, and it's been pretty fun. I've been learning a lot, been pretty busy with Avatar and doing the classes and stuff.
Yes, baby, yes. Great form, hun. Wow. Okay, cook that egg, baby.
But I'm about to hit you with this thing. All right, I got a very important task for you to do. I want you to create your own project with me and my students, but we're going to get started by exploring character design. I want you to create your main character's running cycle, very simple running cycle with me as I do it, and we're going to do it in 3 simple steps. Step 1, you're going to grab your grandma, grab your grandpa, your best friend, your enemy, and you're going to film them doing the character running cycle. For me, I've got my good friend Ross Tran doing the running cycle, breathing super heavy. It's take animation reference from any kind of style that you like. Make sure it matches your character's mass, the line quality, and the style that you want. Step 3, you're going to combine everything, and then bing bang boom, you're going to have your character design ready for your project, and you'll have understood your character a little bit more. Because you got to go through acting. You got to act a little bit, you figure out who your character is. Get up out of your seat, get off your tutor scooter, and get to moving and scooting and booting, baby. That's how you figure out what the character is. Boom. By the end, you're going to have understood your character's acting, the style that you're doing, their personality. All right, that's a big one. You don't want to start with your story, all right? You want to start with your character and how they act, and then that's going to build your story around that, all right? All right, so put your freaking running hat on. Let's get to game. Go. Boom! So right here, we got the main character. She just found out that she has been accepted to the magic school. She's very excited. See, look how excited she has, that beautiful smile. And she runs down the school steps, and right as she's running down, her mom and her brothers and sisters almost run her over in this car. And she's excited. She's like, got the books, and she's like, I'm so excited. Step 1, force your friend to run up and down stairs. Let's see how Ross does here. He's breathing so heavy. Very good, very good. So for the second run, I told Ross, shut up! For the second run, I told Ross to add some more character into it and what our character would do. That boy's going up and down stairs all day. It's for art. Whoa! So for this prompt, the character found out that she just got accepted into magic school. She's running down some stairs with her books. Okay, so for this running cycle, I'm going to do a simple 1-2-1-2 buckle my shoe, and that's right leg, right leg, left leg. You don't have to make this super complicated. Make it fun and easy and quick. Boom, you're trying to understand your character's acting. You're trying to build the story out of how they act. And I really got that from whenever he fumbled the bag, dropped all of the books there. Whoa, look at the arms in the air. Okay, that's character expression. All right, I'm going to take this first one. Boom, done. You captured. Your soul's mine, boy. Where's the right leg forward? Come on, Ross, you can do it. And there he is, doing the little dance. Perfect. So we have a simple running cycle here where it's right leg, left leg, right? But you're like, Ethan, why are you being such an idiot? Why don't you just flip the image back and forth, right? Like horizontally flip it because it's right leg, left leg, right? Wrong. Let's take a look at what that genius idea that you just thought of really looks like. All right, we're going to just flip the image back and forth. You don't want to do that, all right? Let's study up on the posture here real quick. He's really after blood today. He can taste the jugular. You see, that's the kind of dedication that I'm looking for. Next time I want him to roll down the stairs, and the quality doesn't have to be perfect, right? I can understand the gestures with this complete trash quality from Ross. And that's alright, because all I need to know is the shoulders and the thighs, really. Okay, so here's the breakdown of the first pose. Alright, and here's the second pose. Here's the gist of this action. Boom, 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 1-2. I'm just going to create a simple 1-2 cycle. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the video, you do the art, and you go to the Discord, go down to Ethan Art Review 2024, baby, and you upload it right here. We're going to take a look at it. Now that you got that down, calm down there, Scooter. We're going to move on to step 2, which is gathering the animation reference. Don't pass up this, okay? Because you got to learn how to simplify this. So now I'm thinking, okay, who's my character most similar to, because I need to get down the acting, similar acting, and similar body mass, right? So what I'm thinking is something kind of like the Shakira Neal from Spirited Away. So I'm going to look through and try to get the reference, right? I'm trying to get running towards the camera reference. So why am I doing this? Because there's certain things that the animators are going to do that I wouldn't think about doing. And let's just dive into it a little bit and see where the freaking noggin is at. Hold up. There's a 3-second ad for our community school, Project City. Hey, it's our dream to create cool community projects together as a community. So come on freaking down and learn from some industry pros for once in your life. Let's go. I want you to be doing this with your character too, right? The things that you're referencing, the style, whatever have you, yada yada. Try to match it. Try to understand it as much as you can. Okay, let's watch this back. Let's see what we can gather right here. Pay attention. All right, so what I noticed is that she comes in from left to right, and then she kind of runs towards camera a little bit, and then she runs right to left this way. So she didn't cut the corner and then ran straight towards camera. So that's what I'm trying to pick up on here is like, I think it might be easier to turn a character in space in animation. And it's a little bit more dynamic too, right? If your project isn't animation and you want to do a comic or something, you can still take these concepts of flinging out this way and then moving left to right, and then at the very end of the shot, at the end of your comic strip even, moving right to left this way. It just makes it more clear and more dynamic. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. We have a simple running cycle of right and left. Kind of similar to what we did with Ross, right? But the point of this is I'm going to be taking the, like how Ghibli simplifies the clothes and the folds and the line quality and even the hands, right? So we'd be tempted to draw every single little fingy when the character's running, but this way, there's just little blobs. It's like the hands are these little dinkles that you just draw some lines on. You can simplify it. All right, so I'm just gonna see how I can simplify these. Let's see what I can learn over here from Shakira Neal. I'm seeing that thicky thigh is popping out that way, and kind of the shin area is going straighter right there, right? Okay, so that's what I can kind of learn, and the shoulders are sitting like this, and especially the way the wrist is turned, right? The wrist is kind of popping out, you know? That's how a little girl runs. I wouldn't know. Alright, so I'm going to try it over here on my own rough drawing. Yeah. It doesn't feel quite right. Like I think it's the shirt, the underline of the shirt just doesn't sell the soy of the run. And so here's my main character. I'm just going to go ahead and take a screenshot of what she looks like. This is roughly how she looks. And the reason I'm kind of doing this, right, is I want to understand the personality of my character before I get way deep into the story and figuring out. I want to get something done to figure out how they act, how they move. That way, if I'm writing another scene later, then I can think back like, well, how would they actually act in this? I've spent so much time with this character animating them and drawing them that I'm starting to understand how they move, right? Miyazaki did a lot of that in his script writing. I don't think he actually wrote many scripts. He just drew the characters and it came out in the art, which I really like that style of directing and creating. So she's kind of got these goat eyes. It's almost like a goat eye because she's like a half demon, and I just made him a cross. I don't know if we're going to keep that or not, but it's kind of interesting. And I don't care if a lot of my lines don't connect or not, right? I'm just trying to get the general feel of this movement right now. The main thing is, though, trying to make sure that thigh pops out. That's really going to show you which way the leg is turning. So I made this background right here. We can talk about how to do backgrounds and stuff for your boards or for your comics later. I'm just gonna focus on doing the acting right now. Okay, so I've got a simple little running cycle. Boop, boop, boop. That's pretty simple. It's good enough, you know? Okay, so now the trick is that I'm gonna make it feel like she's animated. Now, how do I do that? That's where the reference comes in, the animation reference. And I think there's like a little bob of the head, you know, as they're running. So I'm going to try to give that head bobbing feel as she's bouncing around. I'm kind of having trouble with the arms of like, how do you show the movement of the arms for her? So I'm going to go back to my reference with Ross. Oh, look at him. Look how beautiful he is. All right, Ross, show me how to run, baby. It's not really that complicated. It's just his arms are kind of swaying back and forth. Like if this is like his arms are kind of shoop, shoop, shoop. So I think I'm going to try to do something like that with her arms. Something really simple. And there we go. That's a pretty simple running cycle. I'm even going to switch it up and have her like kind of run left to right, right to left a little bit just to shake things up. Because I learned it. I learned it from the Ghibli. Alright, so for your stuff, if you want to reference some other cool running cycles, take a look at the Sakuga running on YouTube. They got some pretty cool cycles in here. And again, I don't want you to have to draw like 50 drawings, right? The point of this is to draw just a couple of running cycles. Another great video to look at is obviously modern day James running cycles. He does this video much better than I do. It's incredible. He's actually showing how to animate. Look at this. He's tubing it out, baby. These are so good. Okay, the difference here is that I want you to put your character in a scene or a scenario that you're going through. They're running from something scary, something happened in your story or whatever. Maybe they're excited running, they're bobbing up and down, you know, get a video of your grandma jumping around, flipping around the sofa, something. And yes, I would actually like you to take a video of your grandma. If you can, do this with your grandparents. They would appreciate it. And I would too. I've never been against seeing old people run. This is something that I've always liked. So, draw your character, super rough, 1-2 poses. You don't have to animate the poses. You can draw them right next to each other side by side. It doesn't have to be a faraway shot of the whole body. It can be a very close-up shot if you want. Here's the profile of your character. You can do something like this where they're running like so and the hair is flowing behind them. Oh, it's so beautiful. Boom, you've got your one pose, and then you can do your next pose right here. So, like, for instance, the hair is going like this, and this is where you'd want animation reference, right? But most likely if it's bonk flipping up here, then the next pose is going to be, instead of a down right here, this is probably going to be an up. Something like that, probably. But again, get your animation reference. And this arm is going back this way. And just like we learned from the Miyazaki, this wrist might be kind of popping out. And then you got this arm coming up now. Boom, you have your 1-2 cycle, something that simple. This is kind of a hashtag vibe right here, actually. If I drop this opacity and I can draw over these characters and clean it up, this could be like an art piece in itself. It's really cool. Alright, so again, once you're done, go over to the Ethan Becker Discord, go down to Ethan Becker Art Review, submit the videos, and we're going to review it all in a video. It's going to be fun. I wanted to bring back these contests because I like seeing y'all's videos and I like interacting with you. And I like looking at your work. It's a lot of fun, you know? And I want to see you make your own projects too, you know? But this is a good place to start of understanding your character and their acting. And I want to do more of these where we actually act. It's not just running around. The character can be moving around and talking and arguing. I'm going to be doing this on my own project. This is like a sneak peek of all the, whoa, she almost gets run over by her family. Look at these beautiful drawings. And then boom, we cut to a wide of Los Angeles, driving around LA. You get the homeless people. But again, these are roughs. We're trying to figure out how the character is acting. Alright, so put in that freaking mileage, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, squirt.